putting together a quick video to explain what I've been working on. There's a guy, Jim, on YouTube I've been following, and I see he's working with Ninjaco now. And I had contacted him a while ago and asked him about automation, and his advice to me was learn how to trade with support and resistance. Forget about automation. So it's kind of what I did in past 3 funded accounts using this system. It actually is through a company called Ninjaco, which he's using revved out Scalper, which you're going to see that is on here, and support and resistance radar is on here. Also got something called Ludwig levels. Those are these colored dots up here, and I'll explain that. So basically it's a 20 EMA gold, 50 EMA white. When we have the crossover, you do not take the trade just yet. You wait for the first pullback. This orange bar, this is a strategy called Trade Saber right here, and I'm in a trial with that now, where you could automate crossovers. That's what all these buttons are over here, and I'll explain those settings later. But anyway, usually I wait at least 10 minutes, but this was 9:34. You can see you got 5 points, stopped out, so you're up 100. Here's another one, that one as well. Now, the filters I put in here, you got to have, usually, depending on how the market's going, especially in the morning, if I don't have 5 points, I'm not taking that trade. I just deactivate right here. If there's 5 points, I actually take 5 points, and then I will put my target 1 point above the support and resistance radar. This is this blue line, 1 point above that. And you can see what happened. It hit there, and I've just seen it so much happen. Hit these levels and bounce. So, I want to take my money. And it might get through eventually, but usually not the first time. So those are the filters. Again, this one might have not stuck between these levels and blasted right through, and it won. But again, with my filter, I probably wouldn't have took it. Even these, do I want to take a trade? It's in resistance here, and you got this, look at this Ludwig level. It hits and bang. Now it got through eventually. Again, here's another one. Do you really want to take a long here? Now, usually what happens, it does hit these levels, and then you get the reversal. I just have on the bottom and on the top. So the Ludwig levels are probably more relevant than support and resistant radar. Support and resistant radar are good, but they generally can blast through those, sometimes with not blinking an eye, but a lot of times they bounce in between these zones, and I could just play a zone like this and be done. I'm only going for 400 a day. So this setup with the 25 bar Ninjaco, I got this idea from True Trade. The 50-20 crossover, I don't know, I just saw it somewhere and put it on, and it signals look amazing. You can see winner, 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 winner. I mean, you'd have $400 in a second here. Your stop, 10 points, 2 contracts, so you got a $400 loss if you lose. And at 5 points, you got to win. At 5 points, you're getting 100. You're going to break even plus 2. That's the trade manager. Second target's usually a runner, which gets taken out on a reversal bar. I kind of scrapped that where I'm going 5 points, 10 points, and then I'll adjust based on support and resistance zone. So let's just look, because it's a little congested there, and I probably wouldn't have traded until the reversal happened. And look, now you got your crossover. This is where I would start trading, which it looks like I did. Again, first target here. I probably would have took off 200. It looks like I did let it ride, and I got both targets here. So a $300 trade there. I'm $100 away from it. And right here, I think I hit, boom, right here. It's not a kill switch, so I think I wound up with a lot more than 400 for the day here, maybe 470. I don't know what it was, but you can see these 2 trades right here. You're done. You're over 400. And why 400? Well, 400, if you're a 50,000 Apex account, 400 a day is 2,800. 7 days is the quickest you could pass it. You pretty much passed it in 7 days. That's why it's 400 a day. With these signals, I mean, I'm going to keep going. You're going to see winner, winner. Now, once you get a long run like this, you got to understand it's running out of gas here. You kind of, how many times you're going to go to the well and take shorts here, especially if you hit your profit target. So, it's struggling here, wins here, probably won here. These are all still winners. I think you got 1 legit loss in here, maybe 2. But then, got 2 winners here. Now you're back to the upside. And look at this. Boom, boom. You got a loss, a win. This never lost. But look at this choppiness. This never lost. You actually won, probably got $100 here and then stopped you out. But you didn't lose it. Again, do you really want to keep trading in these zones like that? Here's another flip and a win. This one never got stopped out. But again, if I'm in here and I'm struggling, I'm taking profit here. I'm getting out of that trade. Plus the EMAs are on top of each other. So you got to trade smart here. This would have been a tough area. But you got, back here again, struggling into this zone here. Flipped, boom. Shorts come in, you lost that, you won that. So you're flipping back and forth here. Another winner. Again, you're probably taking profit. If I'm in this, I'm either not taking it or I'm taking my profit a tick above this line, which you would have got. Some choppiness going on here. The other thing that we're looking at is this revved out scalper, which I know Jim has been posting on the Ninja Co page. You can probably see him on there. And the signals look pretty good. I don't know if they're as good as the crossovers, but again, how many trades do you have to win? Going into resistance here, and it still looked like it won. And it's going into a really tough zone, and the signal still won. Here, it's a close one here, but then you flip short. I got all these shorts here, and revved out got you in towards the bottom. It looked like I know he goes for 3 points, so he would probably won these. There's a loss there. Win. That might have been a loss. But the revved out signals do look pretty good. I think you can automate this with Markers Plus, which I do not know how to do, and it looks complicated. But if anybody has any ideas how to automate revved out, I don't know if this Saber, Trade Saber can do it, but I'm going to ask the owner if he can do it. So it's my first video I'm posting about trading. I'm a DJ by trade, so try to keep it short and to the point.